What if the next great culture idea doesn't come from a capital city, but from an isolated village? Are you an artist, creative professional, or a social entrepreneur in a remote place where the support and resources might be limited? Do you feel that you wish to gain more supporters and funding, but it seems that the big grants are reserved for those in the capital cities? If so, this video is for you. We will show you that your unique local perspective is an advantage and even your greatest strength. We'll demystify European Union funding and show you how to submit a successful proposal, how to diversify your revenue streams and build a resilient future for your local community. The European Commission offers a wide range of funding opportunities, from research and innovation under the Horizon Europe program, education and training through Erasmus+, to cross-border cooperation, creativity and innovation under Creative Europe, as well as environmental programs, regional development funds, and many others. Each of these programs has specific application requirements, objectives, and eligibility criteria. On the other hand, your proposal is your story, your vision, and your commitment to making a difference. The first step is to understand which program aligns best with your project goals. Don't just chase funding. Seek the right fit by conducting an initial thorough research of relevant call for proposals. This isn't just about reading the guidelines. It's about understanding the why behind the call and how it fits your creative idea. Use the available support tools. For example, contact national Creative Europe desks, attend European informative webinars, or find partners via the EU Funding and Tender portal. Look at the very useful interactive tool called So You Need Money Guide that provides an overview of regional, national, and European funding sources for culture and creative professionals. Now, let's focus on your proposal. Here are some key practical tips on how to make a great proposal that could win EU support. Start with a strong, innovative and creative idea that responds to a real need in a specific area, while at the same time aligning with priorities of the relevant EU call. Your idea should be clear, well-defined, and most importantly, demonstrating a strong European added value. Establish a strong consortium of partners. As the EU-funded projects are fundamentally collaborative, it is essential to identify organizations that have complementary expertise, represent geographic diversity, demonstrate a solid track record, and are well-balanced in terms of their competencies. When writing the proposal, structure it around three key dimensions: excellence, implementation, and impact. First, excellence. Answer yourself these questions. How does my project correspond to the stated priorities? Are my objectives clear, specific, and achievable? Is my project innovative? Does it go beyond the existing practices? Second, the implementation. Is my methodology sound, my work plan realistic, and my budget justified? Are the project partners qualified with clear roles and strong complementarity, showing that the consortium is stronger together than its parts alone? The impact. What tangible difference will my project make in the real world? Who will benefit from its outcomes? How will I measure the success and evaluate results? What specific steps will I take to ensure the sustainability and long-term use of the results after the project ends? Something very important. For every activity that you plan, ask yourself this simple question: so what? For example, we will run 10 workshops. So what? Well, so that the local youth can connect with their heritage and gain new digital skills. We will create a theater performance. So what? Well, so that the forgotten local story reaches a new European audience. These answers are your impact. Based on my consulting experience, I would like to share 5 common mistakes applicants often make when applying for funding. Avoid these. First, the project concept is too broad. Your idea needs to be sharp, specific, and elaborate it within a certain context. Vague objectives, sink proposals. Second, missing need analysis. This is very crucial. Your project cannot be just a good idea. It must be a necessary solution to a specific problem for identified target groups. Show that you have done thorough research in advance. Show evidence that your beneficiaries actually need this project. The third mistake is when there is no well-elaborated partnership strategy. Partnership is the engine of your project. Invest sufficient time early on with all partners to co-design the project and clearly define roles and responsibilities in a fully coordinated way. The fourth common mistake is when your budget doesn't correspond to the story. If you say, for example, that you focus on community empowerment, but 70% of your budget goes for international travel of your own team, your budget is incoherent. The budget must be clearly and predominantly supporting the core activities and directly benefit the local target groups. Finally, the project's expected results are not specific and tangible. You should present a clear communication and dissemination plan that effectively reaches your target groups through both online and offline channels that are well aligned with the project activities and outcomes. So, wherever you are, your creative ideas matter. Take the next step and get that funding. Small places can spark a big change. Now it's your turn to make it happen. To recap, winning funding is not just the paperwork. It's about showing passion, purpose, and a plan. Now, how to build diverse revenue streams? While the EU funding is fantastic, it's usually project-specific and time-limited. Relying solely on one source certainly creates vulnerability and can be very risky.
Try to think in terms of financial mix. What financial mix means? Well, this could include several financial sources, from public funding, of course, local, regional, national grants, but also European funding, not only from the cultural financial programs, but also from other policy domains such as agricultural funding programs. But also private sponsorships. For example, small local businesses can support your work if they see value in it. Crowdfunding, for sure you already know it, but there are a lot of platforms, both European but also national platforms that can help you and allow you to connect with your audiences and communities. Earn income, of course, your own income with selling tickets or workshops or your creative products or your cultural services. And then, of course, don't forget about partnerships and in-kind support. A sustainable business model is not just about money, it's also about aligning your mission with your audiences and communities and with your resources. So always try to ask yourself, what value are you creating for whom? So for whom you are creating value through your work, and how can you connect to these audiences and these communities, not just emotionally, but also financially. And then don't forget to always test, adapt, and evolve your model, because this is also sustainability.
I would like to suggest to you, as a cultural professional in a non-urban area, 6 funding and revenue streams to maybe consider. First, explore funding opportunities from the national, regional, or local governments. Read policy papers and strategies to better understand the funding priorities. Ask help from experts who are familiar with the policy language. Second, consider attracting private investors and corporate sponsorship. For example, attend networking events outside of the arts and culture sector to make personalized connections. Remember the golden rule: people give to people. Your specific expertise, for example, in digital marketing, in storytelling, or in community engagement, can be offered as a service to the local businesses. Another source of revenue could be commercialization and merchandising. Create high-quality merchandise that people want to buy because it's authentic, it's inspired by, for example, local folklore or local history. Ask the question, can my project outcomes be commercialized by protecting the intellectual property? Can I license the technology? Another source of revenues is membership and donations, and this is especially important for not-for-profit organizations. Consider membership models, individual donations, or crowdfunding campaigns. Connect constantly with your community, online and offline. Another suggestion is sell your expertise. Develop and sell training programs, workshops, or consulting services. Monetize your specific project-based experiences that people value and will pay for. Offer high-quality, specialized seminars, guided culture tours, or local meet the artist experiences. Collaborate with tour operators to create unique creative tourism packages. Finally, if you have a space or equipment, rent them out. Your artistic or cultural venue could be rented for meetings, businesses, events, or even weddings. Your sound or stage equipment could be rented to other locals.
I think I have 3 tips. The first tip is that you need a story for your project, and you have to tell the story. This is my first tip. The second one is you have to link it to the narration of the funder or the narration of the group you want to connect with. So normally they have a kind of huge narration, and you should put your story into this. And at the end, my third tip is that you need a kind of evaluation. How could you be successful? Which levels might be important, or which outcome or which results might be interesting for the funders?
Something important as we go to the end of this video. Do not let rejection by funders stop you. A no is normal, but the feedback you get from evaluators is a free roadmap to success. Read that feedback, refine your proposal, and resubmit it. Remember, most successful projects are not funded on the first try. Finally, start developing your long-term financial and fundraising strategy from day one, carefully considering the balance between external funding and self-generated revenues. This will help ensure long-term stability and continuity. And it shows funders and communities that you're well prepared, committed to impact, and open to creative ways of sustaining your work. Best of luck, and thank you.